Good evening and welcome to St. Louis Park High School Stadium for tonight's Section 6AA quarterfinal girls soccer match with the number 6 seeded Armstrong Falcons taking on the number 3 seeded St. Louis Park Orioles. The Falcons with a 7-9-0 record and the Orioles 10-4-1. Dale Tatarek along with myself, Ira Gerwitz, bringing you tonight's match, and Dale's going to give you the starting lineup.
Okay, the teams are getting ready to come out, getting ready to be announced. Before the Star Spangled Banner, they did announce full teams. They're getting ready to bring the starters on. So right now, starting for Robbinsdale Armstrong in goal, number 0, Ana Aguado. Number 2, Lauren Gilbert. Number 5, Julia Rolls. Number 7, Olivia Arfnett. Number 9, Jessica Cruz. Number 13, Carolyn Wilcox. Number 21, Carly Cruzel. Number 22, Julia Osborne. Number 32, Jessica Hanley. Number 34, Elise Gallup. Number 36, Isabel Bawick. And then starting for the St. Louis Park Orioles, in goal, number 1, Olivia Massey. Number 2, Anna Jennison. Number 9, Alex Balfour. Number 10, Elizabeth Kent. Number 11, Ava Bishop. Number 12, Annika Hansen. Number 16, Rachel Young. Number 19, Rosa Sigrunadatter. Number 21, Lola Ruff. Number 23, Rafferty Kugler. And number 29, Malika Bigurandavi. Head coach for St. Louis Park is Benjamin Kent. The head coach for the Robbinsdale Armstrong High School Falcons is Natalie Chin.
Perfect autumn night. A little breezy out there, but the temperature is cool, much cooler than they've had to play in most of the season, but it's perfect for soccer weather. And sun right in the Oriole goalkeeper's eyes here in the first half, so that could create a problem for her, as well as I'm not sure which direction the wind is going, but I think it's going from the near side to the far side on the field. And there's a quick play down the field for the Orioles, getting there. And the cross is played into the box and picked up by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's kind of rolled in there. Needed to get up a little bit higher and over to get through there. So this will be an interesting game as we've watched several of the St. Louis Park Orioles. I guess I've got the fortune I coached for Park Valley U18 girls this summer, and a few of those girls are on the Armstrong team. So number 5, Julia Rawls, she's got a great throw-in. See some that aren't starting. Jordan Bloom. Carly Kusel played a few games for me, but she spent most of the summer trying out at a lot of colleges. She's a strong basketball player, and that's her over there, number 21. Very tall, obviously a basketball player. Did very well for me. So this will be an interesting game, seeing players on the opposing team that I'm familiar with, plus the St. Louis Park team.
Somewhat different rules than we've had in the past, where it's usually been my players on the field.
Yeah. And that's Julia, right? Yeah, Julia Rolls, the center defender. So she probably won't be throwing in too much from center defense. But she had a very strong throw for me and played multiple positions.
Yeah, now I just have the ones come up that are coming from the middle school program rather than the traveling program.
Oh, there's a hard play goes down. Nothing called there. Body to body. Bigger Navi went down on that one. Back up and ready to go. Well, two teams from two different conferences. St. Louis Park You know, the Minnesota State High School League page shows them tied for first place in their conference with Chanhassen, and shows them they played each other to a 2-2 tie. So they ended up, I guess, co-champions. I'm not sure how they break that down other than that.
I don't know if they have a deep progression before they determine who's the champion, or if they both get it. There's a nice ball played into the middle, controlled by the Orioles.
Yeah, Robbinsdale Armstrong was 7-7 in their conference.
So they play a double round robin.
Yeah, large conference, yep.
Either a large conference or like I said, a double round robin, one of the two.
Right.
All controlled by the Orioles, play back into their middle.
St. Louis Park does have the sun in their eyes. Goalie's holding her hand, you know, blocking the sunlight there. Carly Kuzlo passes the ball up and pushing it down. Oh, nice pass down the sideline. Nobody to run it down for St. Louis Park. The Falcons pass it back to the goalie. Passes it back out.
And pressured, knocked away, and Rosa picks it up. Plays it across. Can't see in the sun who that was.
And crossing again.
Drop back.
Oh! Kugler! Rafferty Kugler right in the center midfield. Let's see the replay here coming up. But a great shot there coming across. Here comes, she's just right there in the middle. And shoot. I guess who was on this side?
Number 23, Rafferty Kugler. The assist goes to number 12, Monica Hansen.
So it was just announced on that.
From Hansen at 3:55.
3:55. Score from number 23, Rafferty Kugler, assisted by number 12, Annika Hansen.
So that's a good way for the Orioles to start out here, especially with the sun in their eyes. It gives them not that they want to give anything back, but it gives them a little bit of a I won't say edge, but a little cushion there in case they should happen to give one up against the sun.
Well, it's just a great way to start. You know, that first 5 minutes, you want to get something to happen. And there was a sun in the eyes there for, it was Balfour kind of looking into the sun and went over her head.
Yep, mistimed it there.
You can see the effect there.
Have to apologize for a lot of throat clearing here with my allergies. So I try to remember to turn off my mic when I'm clearing it so to not irritate the viewers.
Thinking there was an offside there.
I believe so.
Okay, just kind of kick it out to the sideline. Yeah, Kugler kicks it back towards the middle. Yeah, that was a beautiful goal. Kind of did a back and forth, and then right in the center. Kind of a good, just to be in the center of the, stand in front of the goal, and there goes the shot. So.
Winner of this game tonight will play on Saturday at either 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock against the winner of the Washburn Southwest game that is being played at the same time, and we'll give you an update on that score and give you a better idea of when the next game will be played for either one of these two teams.
Well, there, Lola Ruff had the ball on the outside, kind of kicked it in, came back out to her, put it in the middle, and Kugler took another shot. The goalie put her hand up to block it and went out. We got a corner kick. So Get some good activity here.
I'm having a heck of a time seeing with the sun in the eyes.
And there's the kick. It's coming up, right center goal. Goalie grabs it.
Right there was Rosa trying to get ahead on that. There's another look at it. But the keeper was up higher than her and was able to pull it down.
Foul in the back. Armstrong's kick on the center of the field. Okay, right on the mark in the middle of the field. Kick was taken by Jessica Cruz up to the goalie, and
one hopper controlled by the Falcons, and a fairly easy save for Massey as the ball wasn't coming extremely fast on the half volley or volley shot.
Tried to pass out, and Lola Ruff got it and passing it up to Rosa. Rosa trying to break through.
Again, she blocks it. I think that was her earlier that did that and caused a chance for the Orioles. She does a nice job of keeping pressure on the Armstrong players.
Well, referee Kugler taking the throw, kind of giving some hand signals there, pushing it down, right down. Lola kind of does a flip over. Or Rosa.
Rosa, yeah.
Yep. And Kugler with the ball, kind of setting herself up.
Yep.
Kind of faked a shot there, passed it into the center.
That pass came from Hansen again. Thought we were going to have a duplicate of the first shot.
She passed it off to Rachel Young, who kind of pushed it back in, trying to set up a good shot. Whoa!
Tripped. And they decided just go with the throw in.
Yep, and Kugler expecting a call on that. Okay, ball comes off of Kent, and Barfnet with the throw for Armstrong. Header by Kugler. Rolls, pushes it up to the center. Oh.
Also giving it a great attempt there. The Armstrong player just a little bit further back and able to get her head on it.
Rolls with a kicking down the field. Balfour pushes it outside. Stops, regroups, and puts it in the center to Kent. Kent looking for a position, being well defended. Players on both sides, get some room. Pushes it down, makes some running room for St. Louis Park there. Armstrong defense holds it.
Yep, foul called against the Orioles. Is that Ellie Kent?
Yeah, I believe so. Goalie coming up to take the kick. Well, these games are for everything, so this is where you pull out all stops here.
Yep,
Lose this.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home. I hate to refer to them as the loser.
Yeah.
Because there are no losers in high school sports, no matter what your record, no matter what place you finish in. It's great to have kids out playing and having the positive experience of being on a team and keeping healthy.
Well, each team has a substitute waiting, so next substitute opportunity, both teams will sub. Kent moves it up, and so there's some room there. If we get a cross in there.
I can't see who that is on the far side, but she snuck by on that outside. of the defender there. Now a foul called. Oh, it may have been thrown instead as they're doing substitutions.
Okay, so we just had our announced substitutions for Armstrong, number 11, Riley Redhole, and number 16 came, or number 15 came in for St. Louis Park, Annika Viglas.
There's a chance for the Orioles. Played out in front, knocked away by their defense.
Oh, Kugler back again.
There she
Playing
takes
the
a
center,
long shot. Yep.
Goalie's right there, but she's taking the shots. Those same shots will be a little bit different when they're going, with the sun on the other end next.
Absolutely.
You can see the long shadows coming out.
And by the second half, they're going to be much longer, as it's going to be more directly, at least for part of the second half.
So ball out of bounds.
And going to the Orioles. This evening, the St. Louis Park boys will be taking on their opponent, which is the South High Tigers, also in the quarterfinals here.
Oh, nice lofting kick from St. Louis Park down the sideline there. Lola Ruff heading it, pushing it forward. Pushing it forward. Julie Rowell's defending on that for Armstrong. Rosa taking the throw. Puts it in the center of the field, and right there's where Kugler has taken multiple shots.
Viglas plays it wide. Play back into her, and she plays it out to the right wing. Little touch off there, and then knocked out of touch. For a Falcon throw-in.
Got an airplane flying over. I can kind of hear the
microphone.
Yeah, the noise. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here comes a throw in for St. Louis Park down the sideline.
Another throw in.
Yeah, throw in. Sometimes you keep moving forward. Good way to make progress sometimes.
Absolutely. They've had a definite edge in play thus far, so another one's knocked out of touch.
So like Ava Bishop's taking this throw, putting it down into the box. They're letting it roll out. Goal kick.
Again, one of the Orioles there trying to recover that thing. Was that Ellie again? Can't tell who that was, but
boy, the ball's coming down towards goal. Balfour kind of shielding it, pushes it outside. Back into Bigger and Davi, push it outside, goes out.
Falcon throwing.
Carly Krusel taking the throw. And kind of a backwards kick over. Armstrong's deep in St. Louis Park's territory right now. Krusel with another throw coming up. Their outside defense is pushed all the way up for Armstrong. Right on the end line. St. Louis Park kicks it out, be another throw in.
The ball was just laying there, but no one there except an Oriole that cleared out. Good touch and another throw, as you said. Orioles try to get it out, but it's blocked at the top of the box area. And finally, they touch it away.
Well, Krusel running it down here. And kind of does a pull, pushes inside. St. Louis Park's there. St. Louis Park gets it out, but now the defense stays strong for Armstrong. Their defenders are making some room to push down.
Well, we still got a couple deep backs there, and the Orioles were getting more compact to not give them a chance in their end. And that created an opportunity to clear it out, but back to Armstrong.
Oh, Balfour kicks it into number 22, Julia Osborne. It goes out. Or the goalie goes into the box, goalie grabs it. Big kick coming up. Oh, good fake up to Kugler. Kugler centers it over Kent's head. Armstrong defense pushing it back into St. Louis Park territory. Kind of a through ball, but they didn't have anybody there, so the defense for St. Louis Park brings it back up. Oh, it just went out.
Ooh.
And watch that referee's flag go up.
Yeah, I mean, from here, it obviously it looked like it was still in, but that, again, that orange and black stripe there gets very difficult to tell from up here whether it's out or not.
Kugler pushing through. Rosa kicks it out. Armstrong with the throw. Riley Radall with the throw. Julia Osborne. She goes down, gets a foul. Yeah, Bigger than Davi raised her hands right up like, not me, but obviously a contact sport that the contact needs to be judged by the referee.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention the passing of Gil Schutrop, a former announcer on cable here, on some of the hockey games and some of the soccer games. Gil's daughter, Katie, was a member of the Oriole soccer team. I can't recall what year. I know it was quite some time ago, but we want to pass our condolences on to his wife, Mary, and Katie, his daughter, as well as some of the other relatives in the family. And we will definitely miss him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Going for the Orioles, and substitutions coming in for St. Louis Park. Having a difficult time seeing the numbers again.
Number 14.
Number 14, Samantha McGurgan, and 17, Sophia Davenport are now in the game for the Orioles.
So just announced coming in for the St. Louis Park Orioles, number 14, Samantha McGurgan, and number 17, Sophia Davenport, in the game at this time. There's a long pass forward. St. Louis Park wouldn't have anybody right there to get it, but a header back in the center. Kent taking it.
Good ball on the right side. Race for it, and the Orioles are going to get there first. Broken up on the crossing attempt by Armstrong. It's out of touch, and it's going to be another Oriole throw in.
There's the throw headed by it was crucial for Armstrong. She has a headband that she wears, and that came off on that. Getting it readjusted. St. Louis Park, another throw. Like Kent was stepping towards it, couldn't quite control it. Bigger than Davi. Oh, she goes down. Looks like pushing the back. St. Louis Park has a good 40 yards from the goal. Direct kick.
Moving it back another 5, so it's about 45 yards from the goal.
Bigger than Davi taking the kick. They've got Armstrong's got a 3-person wall, so they kick it on the outside to Kugler. Kugler moving it down. So getting ready to cross over in front of the goal.
Oh, the header over the top of the goal.
Header by number 13, Derek Burton. Or 17 was the header.
Number 17, Samantha Hanlon, is now in the game for the Falcons.
Hamlin, number 17, in for Armstrong.
Well, we're over halfway through the first half. 18 minutes left.
Ball played up on the far side. They're bending. Ball played through. Is that going to be?
It goes out.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be an offsides or not, but it was in. It was onside.
Yeah, it's a goal kick. Yeah, you can see the hands up. The sun is really a factor here. It's for St. Louis Park to finish this half strong and then not have to worry about that anymore.
I'm sure they would love to hang on to this 1-0 lead, or even make it larger, but
Yeah,
just to
absolutely.
get out of this half without having to look into the sun anymore this game.
Header from Armstrong back out. St. Louis Park, another throw. Kicked it down the sideline. Kent with it, passes it into the center. Pass it over.
A little bit too far for.
Yeah, that was Bigness in the middle there with Bigger and Davi keeps that away from the attacker. Kent with the ball, trying to turn around.
Almost connected there.
Yep.
Defender got
Samantha.
1 foot on it. It drops it back.
No, kept it in. Good.
Good ball down the line.
Yeah, Balfour, nice. I mean, St. Louis Park does have good speed, so you get it going down that side, and they can run it down.
Yeah, they can.
Armstrong moving it down. Well, Kugler steps in and pushes it going down the sideline.
Played it outside, attempting to get the ball to Vignes. Or I'm sorry, that was 14?
McGurgan.
McGurgan, yep. McGurgan didn't quite read it the same way at first, and so her diagonal run started a little.
Yeah, Jennison keeping strong defense back there in that corner so they can't get a shot off.
Now she gets it as the other defender forced the turnover. Long ball, but no one close enough for the Orioles.
Well, Kugler gets it back there.
Almost slipped it through.
Yeah, trying to get some of those through balls going and then use their speed. There's that lofting up there. Look at it. It's a sprint.
Yep, the Orioles going to win that one. No matter whether it can get the cross, the player up front.
Yeah, Sash couldn't quite control it as it goes out, and goal kick, and here come some substitutes.
Number 12, Hanson, 21, Ruff. And number 22, Olivia Mosby are now in the game for St. Louis Park.
So just announced for St. Louis Park coming back into the game is 12 Hanson, number 21 Ruff, and 22 Mosby. Some got a little bit of a rest and back in. Down to 14 minutes left here. Direct kick. Goes off of Armstrong. Throw in, head back, headed up by Armstrong. Kind of a kick over the head behind, and Balfour gonna change directions. Get it in the center, Bigger and Dowdy. Pass it back to Balfour. Balfour up to Kugler, and good timing. Got it right before the touchline. Pushing it down. He's out. McGurgan passes it off to Kugler. McGurgan kind of spinning around for take it down. Kugler in for another throw. Kent taking it to the center, turns it in. Defenders stepped in front, both from Armstrong, pushed it up. Bigger and Davi back to Balfour. Balfour out to Bigger and Davi, out to the side. Back to Balfour with the Armstrong offense chasing in there. Rough with it. Pass it back to Balfour. Balfour pushes it down the line. The defense steps in front. A little bit of back and forth right now, just trying to see who can push it through. Ball goes out. St. Louis Park taking the throw. Mosby taking the throw. Armstrong kicks it back up to center field. Defense runs it down. And Jennison, Bigger and Davi. Bigger and Davi putting a through ball through.
Number 6, Jenna Bloom enters the game for Armstrong. 19, Sigrid Adante returns to the game for St. Louis Park.
So into the game just announced, number 6, Jenna Bloom for Armstrong. And then
Did you say you coached her this past summer?
I coached Jordan Bloom, number 23.
Okay. I know Jordan. She refereed with me. Very good referee.
Yep. She was a halftime goalie for me and then halftime offensive player.
Gotcha. You know her father then? Mark?
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice guy. Great photographer as
yeah.
well. Rose Rosa plays around the defender.
Kind of lost it forward. The defense holds strong there. Kicks it out. St. Louis Park taking the throw. Olivia Mosby taking the throw here. Towards the center, past Rosa. Armstrong kicks it up to the center of the field. Tried to pass, but Kugler was right there. Kugler kicks it back. Balfour back to Kugler. Kugler back to Balfour. And it's a long and down the sideline, goes out. Riley Riddle taking the throw for Armstrong. Balfour kicks it right back up to the center there. And Riley Riddle for Armstrong.
Jordan Bloom is now in the game for the Falcons. 16 Young returns to the game for the Orioles.
So 16 Young back in for the St. Louis Park Orioles. And so we're talking about Jordan Bloom, number 23, in for Armstrong. We'll see kind of where how the formation works, where she plays. But for me, she played a half at goalie and then a half at forward. Like now she's playing in the center midfield.
I would imagine they won't do the splitting of goalkeepers
No,
at the
no,
varsity
no.
level. So
No, for club sports, you gotta take the players you got and make it work.
nice shot by Jordan.
Massey throws it to the outside. Kugler pushes it up.
I guess that was Hanley, not
Right.
Jordan Bloom. Now I found out I'm dyslexic also.
Oh, you are.
It was, I'm not, but I thought it was 23 and it was 32.
Yeah, you might have saw Kugler's 23 right down in that area.
My mind's playing tricks on me. Substitution in for the Orioles on that right side
Number
there.
17, Davenport is back in for St. Louis Park.
So 17, Sophia Davenport back in. So there's some players coming in and out.
On the last 8 minutes here of the first half. Off of Kugler for Falcons throwing.
Julia Rolls taking it. She's got a good, strong throw in from what I've seen. Let's see how she does here. Yeah, see, that's the kind of throw in I expected from her.
Yep.
Down the field, and it goes out. I don't think she'll run up there and take it from there, but I guess from that last throw in she did, she could have probably put it from the box from right there. So
Sure. Exposure around the defender, but defender reacted well, got back to win it.
yeah, Rolls kicks it down in St. Louis Park's territory.
Bishop.
And they kept it in right on the line.
Or rather, Balfour.
Yeah, Balfour.
That's a great defensive play.
Yeah, that was very good. So it was a foul down there. Kind of didn't see it with the beam in the way here, but there's a kick to midfield.
They also got a part of it. Enough for the Orioles to get a chance to win the ball, send it down the field.
Well, LaRock kicked it up. Crucial defended it. Back in the center of the field.
High ball played back into the middle. Rosa got a piece of it again. Plays it across.
St. Louis Park's got an opportunity here.
And no foul called on that one.
Armstrong player was down. That was Kent shooting.
Ooh.
Great grab by the goalie.
Yep.
Here comes.
Unfortunately, she couldn't put it to the far post because the keeper was way over towards that near post.
Balfour's got a little room to move up outside to Kugler. Kugler launches it right over the top of the defense. Kent's there, trying to work it through 3 defenders. Pushes it outside.
Drop back.
It's like Armstrong's heading it out. Another substitution coming.
Number 2, Jennison returns to the game for St. Louis Park.
Number 2, Anna Jennison coming back into the game. Less than 5 minutes here to play. Rosa, nice throw into the box.
Whoa. Keeper came way out, played it over the top of her, but it was wide of the goal to the right. Here's another look at it coming up here.
Yeah, it looked like she's just going to try to loft it into the goal, but a little bit off. Another opportunity.
Yeah, great opportunity. Played the ball properly over the top of the keeper, but just a little wide.
Foul called.
Against the Orioles.
Jessica Cruz taking the kick for Armstrong. Rosa's right at that 10 yards there. There's the kick.
Nice job heading it out of danger. Is that Kent?
Yep.
have to go by her hair because I can't see the number facing that direction.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, and Rosa got stepped on.
Oh, she's stopped for a moment there. So
And she's trying to walk
shake
it off.
Yeah.
Yep. Knocked out by the Orioles.
Out by Jennison. Julia Osborne taking the throw.
Oh, loose
The
ball.
ball's loose.
And the Orioles clear it out of danger.
Rosa's got it, so she's.
Still looks like she's.
Yeah,
going
a little impact on that. Yeah.
But it doesn't look like the Orioles bench is going to replace her. So
Yeah, there's just a little over 2 minutes left. And
must be well enough.
Jennison waiting for it to go out. Here comes the throw. Right at the, standing behind the flag there.
Played it back to her. And deflects off a Falcon. Good pressure there.
Kenton to Cruzel goes out, and that's a St. Louis Park throw.
Home run over the fence. We got to get another ball.
And there's the throw.
Got back again. Played down the middle.
Down the sideline, goes out. St. Louis Park, another throw with 1.5 minutes to go. Throw.
Once it gets there again. Oh. There's a race for it, but
The goalie steps up out of the box. Goes out.
I think a lot of those players, or not a lot of them, but several of the players are intimidated when Rosa's coming at them because of her physical size.
1 minute.
So 1 minute to go here. Armstrong launches the ball down, and Bigley and Davi back to Balfour. No, Kusel pushes forward, and Kent goes down.
Yeah, the referee never even saw it. He was looking where the ball was.
Yeah, he was standing 5 yards away, but he's calling time. Stop the clock here with 33 seconds left.
Hope it's not her knee.
Questioning to the referee there.
But
you were exactly right. The referee was close to the play, but he was watching the ball at the time that the incident happened.
He's going over to the far AR to see what he saw. I believe it's Ron Leaf, the AR on the far side.
Yep, yeah, I think you too have several times with Ron.
Yep, I think he wants to see if Ron saw anything behind the play. Let's see if the trainer is checking the knee or.
Well, yeah, a key player for St. Louis Park.
Yep. It's definitely her right leg.
Oh, she is limping here. Yeah, it is, and she's moving slow here.
So if it's not too serious, and recover during the halftime break, hopefully, and be able to come back out. But may need if it's the ankle, she may need a little bit of a tape job, but hopefully it's nothing worse than just a quick, I don't want to call it a sprain either, but something that hurts for a short time and then you can come back.
The substitute player came on the field.
Number 12, Hanson is back in for St. Louis Park.
So that's number 12. Annika Hansen comes in to replace the injured player. Throw in by Armstrong, down in the box, heading it out. Okay, Jennison running it down, picking it up.
Good job
Yeah,
there to clear it
Dane-
out of danger.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. They're gonna. Same
Just
with there
send it
goes.
down. Send it down.
Yeah, send it down. You got.
Well,
She's working the ball, so she's looking. There's the time.
yep, there's this buzzer to sound the end of the first half. And take a look across the way there at the training table to see what part of Ellie Kent they're working on. It's hard to tell, but for the stats for the first half, or should I say the one goal for the first half, occurred at the 3:55 mark. 23 Kugler, the assist going to 12 Hansen to make the score 1-0, and that's the score at halftime. Again, a game that St. Louis Park pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say St. Louis Park is the team. I'd say the seedings show where the teams belong. St. Louis Park number 3, Robbinsdale Armstrong number 6. Although, I mean, Armstrong did get some work effort in the St. Louis Park goal area, but I think St. Louis Park had much more. And so I'd give it to the seeded team right now.
Yep, definitely. That's where it is at the half. We'll check at the start of the second half to see how Ellie Kent is doing. But the teams are in their halftime break, and we'll be back with the second half of action here on ParkTV 16 right after these messages.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you are going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
And we're back for the second half of tonight's Section 6AA quarterfinal game between the Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons and the St. Louis Park Orioles. 1-0 the score at the half, and the Orioles spent the first half looking directly into the sun, so this time, at least for part of this half, the Falcons will have to face that sun, and it's getting lower, so it's more directly in the eyes. This is Ira Gerwitz along with Dale Tatarek bringing you tonight's coverage.
Well, thanks, Ira. And it looks like they're ready to go. Armstrong's taking the kick, kicks it back. I think we'll be, let's take a look at St. Louis Park, look and see if we can see Ellie Kent, because she's been a consistent starter and key player for this. So we'd like to see where things came from that injury. But, a little quick action back and forth right now to get things kicked off here. See long shadows now, so it will be a little bit deceiving with looking into the sun and the shadows. And
can't pick up who's the number that just crossed the 50 heading that way on the right about 35-yard line. Now was that Ellie?
Number 13.
Oh, okay.
Well, so 13 is Derek Critton. What's that? Okay, looks like the ball's going out. St. Louis Park throw in close to us. We'll be able to get a good view right here. Jennison taking the throw, kind of getting the survey in the field, looking down, so throwing it towards coming right back to her, kind of, and then back to Balfour and a long kick up. Oh, Balfour's got some room with it from the back end, moving up past midfield, putting it down the line.
Not
Deep.
quite wide enough for the attacker on the left wing there.
Okay, the throw in by Armstrong, trying to push it through, strong defense. And a little bit of back and forth, Bigger and Davi puts it back into Balfour.
Good job keeping possession.
Lower up, lower, kind of good, bounce pass back, but not quite quick enough. But Jennison was there, good. Oh, Lola just tried to step in front of that one, and not quite. But that's what you got to do. That's why you teach people always come to your pass, because people are going to step in front of you. Oh, Lola using her strength.
Rosa,
yeah.
Now the Orioles turn with the ball coming through the air. They're having to fight the sun, seeing that coming forward.
Exactly. Rosa taking the throw. And into the box. Oh, Park player goes down, but no call. Obviously, the ref was staring at it, so it wasn't like the other one where he was looking at the ball. But a good view of the play. Oh. Action there. Jennison stops it, puts it back in. Vignes moved it down. Okay, Armstrong throw. Oh, Bigger and Gavi's got some room to move. She's kind of a pull back and then pass it back up to Balfour in the center. Balfour's got a little bit of room. Our defensive players, when they got space, they're taking it, and she's really using it. Look at her move through the. Someone's going to go down and shoot, and she does, and it goes in. Wow! Single-handedly takes the ball from midfield, takes the space, pushes through, and shoots. Balfour. Let's watch this. You missed the replay there?
Yeah, they had it, but I missed looking at it too. Here it
There
goes.
she is.
Alex Balfour.
Boy, look at that. Look at those moves. It's just like, you just don't see that from a player to take it and dribble all the way through. From center defense up to the goal.
They're going to miss her next year, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, wow, key player. That was really a beautiful play. An offsides call there on Armstrong. No, she took it from midfield herself. Dribbled through.
A little cushion given to the Orioles.
Yeah, 2-0 score. And again, in the second half, gets that early within 5 minutes, both halves.
Yep.
A goal within the first 5 minutes. That's the way to do it. Come out strong, go for it.
And they were.
And it looks like we're going to get a corner kick here.
Maybe
So,
not.
nope.
Throw in.
A throw in.
Actually, they were 9 seconds apart in each half.
Well, that's what you see. As a coach, you go out there and get it. Get something, get it done.
Yep.
It's a long half, and it's better to sit there ahead and move things than to be behind or even to be tied. You know, you get that score ahead, and it gives you that good peace of mind on the field.
Gives you that momentum that you need to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, no discouragement. You're feeling good. They're playing strong here. There's some.
And you don't get as tired as easy.
Right. Okay, Jennison's taking the throw. Puts it into Rosa. Rosa takes it, turns it, puts it, centers it. Oh. And Ava Bishop almost had a chance there. The defender was right there with it, though. Bigger and Davi trying to push it through here, too. Putting it outside. And keeps it in. That's a Lola Ruff putting it across. Oh,
nice.
Rosa tried to put a header in the. Here's the shot again. There's the head.
Yeah, didn't quite get a lot of it, but good attempt there. I've been trying to reach.
Trying to find out some of the other scores here.
No, I was just trying to reach Ellie Kent's mom, who's got the official book down on the field, but it keeps going to her voicemail, so I'm assuming she probably turned it off. Thought we could get an update.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's got a job to do if she's the official scorekeeper.
Yep.
Okay, Bigger and Davi moves it up. Ruff's got it. Back into Bigger and Davi.
Yeah, nice return
The
pass.
center, crossing over.
A little like causing her to have to come back to the ball more than she would have liked to have.
Well, that was a nice turn by Jessica Hanley to move it down for Armstrong. But the Park defense is strong. And move it up like it's going to go out deep in their territory.
Yep.
And here comes the throw. And it goes out with St. Louis Park's throw. Looks like St. Louis Park has a substitute coming in.
Rigness? No, it's number 12.
Number 12, Hansen is back in.
Number 12, Monica Hansen. And there's the throw for St. Louis Park. Armstrong's kicking it out again. Turning into more of a defensive game now for Armstrong here.
We don't want to give up that third one. That would probably put the icing on the cake.
Okay, Bigger and Davi. Good hesitation move there. Stop the ball in front of the player and gets it back. Center of the field. 2 defenders on her.
Stayed nicely with the ball, though, even though she was having pressure.
Oh,
Nice
Lola
job.
Ruff. You know, kind of a very aggressive move in there.
Yep. She got hit hard on the legs and was able to keep her balance, keep control.
And that launches it down the sideline for Armstrong. And there's a battle there for the ball, and Armstrong wins that battle. They're going in the box, pushing it across. They just did not have a player in position.
Foul called.
Calling it back.
And it looks like it'll be against Armstrong. What did they say? Can't see in the sun again.
It's right on the, I think it was that sideline thing where they played quite a bit after that, but he's bringing it back.
Yep.
I'm assuming that the side ref was giving him an indication.
God, I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's the bright sun coming right at us.
I thought it was bad in the first half.
Well, Armstrong's getting some movement here.
There's a good ball
Yeah.
cleared down the field.
Out of bounds so they can get reset. Riley read it all with that throw, and then she kind of launches it to the center.
Cleared out of danger, but the Orioles can't control it.
Player goes down there.
Kept in by Armstrong.
Crusoe launches it
long
towards
shot.
the goal.
Massey made it look easy.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked like it was going to be a tough one to handle, and she just put her hands up and casually caught it.
Good thing she had the sun at her back.
Yes.
Out on St. Louis Park, Armstrong throw.
Armstrong beginning to
into
get a little
Crusoe.
bit more of the flow of the play in
Yeah.
the St. Louis Park end.
Number 10, Kent, returns to the game.
Oh, good news. Ellie Kent is back in.
Yeah, she gets a standing ovation here from the crowd. All relieved that they have a good player that's ready to play. Okay, St. Louis Park throwing. They throw it back to their defense. A little pressure on them. And it goes out. Armstrong throw. Carly Crusoe taking the throw. Sit into the box there. Balfour's right there. Balfour, boy, she is a great defensive player, and
Yes, she is. I've admired her play since at least her sophomore year.
okay, Jennison with the throw. Okay, kind of lost touch of it there. That she was throwing it to Derek Houghton. Monica Hansen running it down. Armstrong player pushes it up.
Baker and Dobby gets down the
Oh.
field.
There's an opportunity.
Ooh,
Kent almost had an opportunity for a breakaway there, but
Yep.
that way the ball was coming through. Armstrong defense held strong. High ball.
Yep.
Looks like into the sun. She misjudged trying to do a header on that.
no foul, and here we go. Lola.
Boy, a good turn. Put it in the middle of the field. Back to her.
Plays it
Crossing.
all the way across. Now we
Jemison. See if she'll try to push through.
takes it, plays it outside for Ruff.
Rough back to Jennison.
Yep.
And Jennison's onside. She's clear to the goal. Clear to the goal.
Yes,
Oh, it's in.
inside the goalpost. Perfectly
Right.
placed shot by Jennison.
So another defender scoring here. And that was from, she got the ball from Ruff. Right there, right inside the far post. That was a great job.
Scoring for St. Louis Park, number 2, Anna Jennison. The assist goes to number 21, Lola Ruff. Time
Great.
to go, 53-46.
That was a
Jennison from Ruff.
Beautiful
at
play all together.
53-46.
Jennison giving it to Ruff, return pass from Ruff to Jennison, and as you said, she walked in all alone. And again, a perfectly placed shot by Jennison.
Yeah, we're seeing some great plays. These are the goals that St. Louis Park is doing. They're basically, now you can say with 3-0 lead, they're dominating with their play here. And Armstrong's got themselves in a hole right now. St. Louis Park's got themselves in a good position.
And as you were saying earlier, that's following the script of number 3 versus number 6. So
Yeah. So St. Louis Park's going to continue to push them out. They've got strong forwards out there. Looks like Kent's doing okay.
And that's the best news,
Yep.
other than being ahead in the match. If you're going to advance, you want to have all your guns, and Ellie Kent a big part of this Orioles squad.
Well, I think now too, as they got a couple of substitutes over there ready, and you know, it's not time to think too much about playing everybody, but you know, you keep this 3-goal lead, and you can say we got another game on Saturday.
Right, get some fresh legs.
Absolutely.
Should I say fresher legs? Almost got taken out from behind there.
Well, bunched up here a bit here, but you know, 14 and 22 came into the, or getting ready to come into the game here for St. Louis Park. Yeah, it looks like they got a third player getting ready too. So
Subs are being waved in.
Number 14, McGurgan, and 22, Moss being returned to the game for the Orioles.
So number 14, Samantha McGurgan, number 22, Olivia Mosby, are in the game.
Davi doing a nice job keeping control of the ball.
Yeah, maybe she'll want to try to go through now too after two of her defensive teammates have scored. And there's the ball going through. Armstrong's going to have to kick it out.
Deep in the corner, it's staying in. The Orioles control it down deep.
There's a cross.
Oh,
The goalie has it. Yelling to her team to get in position here. Kicking it deep. Okay, Balfour up to McGrugan. Hansen kicking it out to Mosby. Mosby in the corner, keeping it in. Yep. And cross. Goalie right there. Yeah, kicking the ball deep. Defense heads it up.
and Mosby came all the way upfield from a defensive spot too. So the Orioles are attacking with those defenders.
Yeah, and that's a strong skill if you can have your defensive players move up and be attackers and keep your defense holding there.
And definitely keeps the defense of the other team off guard because they're not used to seeing many defenders going downfield attacking. I know over the years, Wayzata was really a team that did that a lot. And I remember as I was coaching the varsity, we had to figure out how we were going to cover that when the sweeper was coming all the way up the field trying to score.
Oh, we're talking number 23, Jordan Bloom, is back in the game for the Armstrong Falcons. And Jordan's got it, pushes it up. But St. Louis Park is just good at connecting those passes there. Ball goes out on Armstrong. Kugler's going to take the throw in.
Bigger and Davi is back in for St. Louis Park.
Looked like number 19, Rosa, came back in.
Reminder fans, the winner of this game will advance
Just
to the
realized I
semifinals
remembered talking to
on
Lauren
Saturday,
Gilbert of
October
Armstrong this
14th
past weekend as I refed with her.
Oh, okay.
And just remembered she's out there too, number 2.
Oh, great.
Minneapolis Washburn either 1 or 3 p.m.
Another very good referee. There's some young referees out here in the field tonight that there's some good future for them if they decide to stay with it, which I hope they do.
Well, I'm sure you're on all those email distributions. There's a need for referees. They're asking all the time. It's a great
Fans, you're
opportunity.
invited to stick around for the Section
Yeah,
6
they'll,
AA boys
if I
quarterfinal
get a
game
chance
between
to
Minneapolis South
be the
Tigers
ref assigner
and the
for
St. Louis
Park
Park
Valley
Orioles, which
again,
will begin at
I would
approximately
be out there
7 p.m.
recruiting and
Armstrong
helping
fans,
mentor
you're
and so
invited to
on,
head
but
over to
that'll
Minneapolis
be up
Washburn
to
High School to see
the
the
Park Valley
Falcons
Club
face the
if
Washburn
they'd
Millers.
be willing to
Also, a
entertain
7
that. I
p.m.
have
start.
put in a proposal for it, so they said after fall season they would make the decision. So
Well, very good.
any of the parents watching this who have Park Valley players, contact the club and say, let's have Ira Gerwitz become the ref assigner as I was a year ago. And they decided to go with a service because of check writing being done by this service, but they did not know that I was going to be part of that same service this year and could have done the same thing for them. So again, hoping to get it back and spend a lot of time working with the young referees.
Oh, Carly Crusoe just hit one right into the referee.
Yep.
Hey, I don't know if I did a Saturday afternoon referee of the St. Louis Park boys JV versus Washburn. Had a ball right hit me good, but got a black eye out of it.
Oh.
I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yep.
Yeah. You know, then you're repping JV, you're doing it by yourself, and it's a
Right.
It's definitely you're doing the job of three. Well, it's in the box there, trying to.
Well, even doing the younger kids, like the 14-year-old,
Yeah.
14-year-olds. I mean, you'd think some of them, at least the games that I had this weekend, do 14-year-old games, and you see how they're set up. You see the direction of their non-kicking foot, so
Yep.
you're assuming the ball's going in that direction,
Yep.
and they mishit it, and it's coming right at you. I didn't get hit, but I had to duck out of a lot of balls this weekend.
Kent headed that, but well, Kent's making a good move. Some high bounces here. Well, it looks like the sun's not much of a factor right now. It's getting pretty well behind the clouds and setting.
Yep.
Lights are coming on.
Yeah, there's no shadow in the down towards the far end goal. So,
well, ball goes out, and it's a Armstrong corner kick coming up.
17 minutes left in regulation.
So number 23, Jordan Bloom, is taking the corner kick. And here's a kick in front of the goal, crossing over.
Good driving cross.
Like Bigger and Davi got it out of there. Riley Riddle kicking it back in for. Well, some good defense there. Armstrong headed in the St. Louis Park territory. See Crusoe taking the ball, got some space. She's been taking some of those long kicks towards the goal.
Looked like she was trying to do that, but right over the top of the crossbar. The fans thought it was in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it hit the. Here comes the replay. Oh, did it hit the football goalpost? Come down?
It may have deflected off the back of it. Let's see if we. I don't know, we're live now, but
Number 5,
either that or it just went over the top and hit the back netting, and so it appeared like it was in the net.
For the Orioles.
Yeah, there goes Crusoe again with that long kick to the goalie. She's just hoping something falls. And you know, those long kicks, sometimes they hit the bottom of the crossbar and make it tough for the goalie.
And I'll say, watching the games this season, although I haven't seen a great deal of them, I think I've seen like 4 of the games. I'm just really, I won't say amazed, pleased to see how right at home Massey feels in the goal.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure that has to do a lot with her basketball hands.
Oh, yep.
She's also a basketball player, but she doesn't look ever like she's nervous. She's just very cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, she was thinking about coming forward there. Well, Armstrong's a well, St. Louis Park kicks it out. It's deep in their territory. Armstrong coming up for a throw deep in towards the box area. Number 36 got the ball back to her.
And now it's going to be a goal kick.
Goal kick.
Substitution coming in for St. Louis Park.
Number 2, Jennison returns to the game for St. Louis Park.
She replaces Mosby.
Yeah, number 36 there, Isabel Baldwick. She played up on my team a couple times. Okay, Crucial. Passing it across. Gallop with it. Goes out. St. Louis Park throw.
Into the middle. Fortunately, Oriole defender there is.
Looks like Armstrong's connecting their passes, their in and outs, and moving the ball a little bit better than they were.
Yep, we have a handball.
A handball. Looks like there's going to be a penalty kick.
Shot. Yep. And that's one of those which.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate. Only not because it's against St. Louis Park, but again, her hand was already there. The ball struck her hand. This is not the pros.
Yep.
The rule book says that you must intentionally play the ball with the hand. Now watch this bounce up and hit her hand.
Yep.
If it would have been on her right hand, her right arm, I could see it because she was way out of position with it. But this one bounced up and hit her. Just a really weak call by the official.
Well, 34, Elise Gallup taking that. Clock at the 12:42 mark. Makes a 3-1 game now. But yeah, there's the replay with the kick. Number 34, right in. Obviously, Massey had to think of a way to go, which good goalies do, and she was going the wrong direction. And looked back over her shoulder, saw the goal go in. There's the player number 34 standing on the field there who scored. Well, kicking down a strong through ball there to number 22, Julia Osborne, who's a strong player for Armstrong. Centering it.
Yeah, if they score quickly again, it's a whole new ball game.
Like Armstrong's throw. And that was Bloom kicking it down. Well, she tried to get a piece of that one. It was kind of like how my golf swing goes when I try to kill it. You know, you just.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Crucial passing it all the way across. Radolph kicking it out to number 36 here, 36 Balak.
Just hit it way wide of the goal.
Yep.
She had a good open shot at the goal.
Number 11, Bishop, and 21, Ruff are back in for St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park with 3 substitutions in. Armstrong passing it back. The defense pushing it up through with the ball. Hanley.
They've got a little extra energy right now.
Yeah,
after
they sure
scoring
do.
that.
Oh, and it goes. Oh. Through the goalie's hand, a 3-2 game.
Yep, it's a whole new ball game now. Orioles ducked out of the way instead of
There
trying
it
to
is.
block it.
It just came down and it had that backspin on it. And there it is, number 22.
From 32.
Julian Osborne. The goal, 69.03. Osborne at 69.03.
So
69.03.
Hanley gets the assist on the goal.
Yep, Hanley with the assist.
Osborne with the goal, and now
Osborne
the
with the goal.
Orioles have to be
On the second Armstrong
much
goal,
more
the assist
aggressive
was credited to
defensively.
number 32, Jessica Hanley. Once again, on the second Armstrong goal, the assist was credited to 32, Jessica Hanley.
Looks like,
We talked about the momentum.
yeah, we sure did. This is, you can hear the fans, you can hear the, everything, the mood is changing, and there's the throw in. Okay, long kick. Julia Rawls is running it down. Kicks it back into the midfield. Kugler with it.
St. Louis Park's got to get back to what they were doing earlier, connecting passes, moving it downfield.
Yeah, it's like Armstrong started connecting all the passes there for that moment. Things
Yep.
just kind of switched up there.
And now Park is on their heels.
And a foul against Park. Now Armstrong gets a direct kick at 45 yards out. I think the Armstrong players are going to move downfield, set up, see what they can do. Very little defense back, moving everybody up for the score. And there it is. Looks like St. Louis Park can get it out of there. St. Louis Park on the move.
Oh, the rough.
Yeah, Lola's pushing it down, and now she's running after her own.
She ended up trying to get around the player, pushed her down.
Yep, so she committed the foul. So Armstrong with the kick at about the 16 or the goalie's taking the kick. Obviously at this time, Armstrong plays up because they're down by a goal.
Yep, there's nothing to lose now.
Nope.
They put a little scare in St. Louis Park. So.
They sure did. Looks like Kugler's got some good speed. Push the ball down. Kugler's running down. Got room.
You got
Kick
Rosa
right
in
through.
the middle out front.
Crosses it.
Oh, the ball bounces off the keeper's hand. Another shot. And a great save by the goalkeeper.
Boy, she was down and just got up.
Aguado.
Here it comes again. Look at that shot. And boy, you were just thinking that shot was going in with the goalkeeper down, but she got up just in time.
That was the best save of the night.
It sure was. Because that shot was going in. That was a strong shot.
Here we come again. Loose ball was picked up by Rosa, but the keeper was able to go up and save that one as well. She's got her confidence, I'll tell you that.
Player down in the box there. Looks like it looks like Julia Rolls, number 5.
It looked like a 5 to me as well. Oh, it could be. Is it 9? It is 5.
5.
Oh, there
she
it is.
reached for it, and
Yep.
yeah, it looks like a non-contact injury where she was turning and reaching.
Yeah, it looks like the ankle.
Here it comes again. Look, there she goes. She's going to make this turn, and couldn't get the ball, and her other leg behind goes down.
Looked like the trainer was looking at the ankle, but she's up and fine. So
Yep.
good to see that.
Very good.
There's a look at the pairings here. Wayzata playing Minneapolis South this evening. Cretin-Durham Hall will be playing Hopkins at 7 tonight. It's the only non-doubleheader bracket in the 6AA tournament. You're looking at the Park game right now with Armstrong, obviously, and then Washburn is playing Minneapolis Southwest also at this current time. So we're hoping, with our second game being the boys section 6AA, we're hoping we'll have scores of those games for you.
Okay, we're on.
It's a little over 7 minutes remaining.
Okay, Bigger and Davy stops it. Let's go. Getting some dribbling room.
And player wide.
Push
Yep,
out to
gets it up.
Lola, rough. And then
Back to Bigger and Davy.
They've had some great plays like that tonight.
Can she beat this player? No, but it's going to be a throw-in. I thought she was going to maybe get it around her and break into the goal.
That was crucial that blocked that. Anna Jennison there telling the crowd, let's get into this thing.
And Rosa kicks it out behind the goal.
Number 5, Rolls, returns to the game for the Falcons.
So Julia Rolls, number 5, who went out with that injury, is back in. Obviously a key player. So basically all of our injuries, the players are back and playing, and nothing serious.
That's what we want for the team that goes on, and we want them to still have those players, and for the team that goes home, we don't want them to end on a injury for the season.
Okay, out on Armstrong. Kugler taking the throw.
Ball through right all the way down to the goal. Easy save. Rose did control again, play it into Bigger and Davy. Or was that, no, that was Rosa.
Yep. Kugler in to control that and move it up to Ava Bishop. And then Kugler running on the outside, but it goes out. Armstrong's throw. Look at that. That was Rolls with that throw. You saw that? What, 30 yards? 35?
Yeah. Uh-oh, here come the Falcons again.
So that throw in led to moving it down, crossing over, and players in, and she. Yeah, it was out. Well, just under 5 minutes.
Watching it on the monitor here, it looked like it was going to go in on the far side, and I go, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It just bounced wide. Well, we're gonna stop the clock here. Referee's asking about something towards the goal. Starts back up.
I wonder if he felt that they were taking too much time getting the ball set for the goal kick, or.
Okay, Julia Osborne. Oh, good. Park steals.
Jennison had stolen, I believe.
Oh, rough way. Her foot is something. She was dribbling and.
Yep, her ankle.
She pulled some. Oh, you could see her pull up on that. Just another non-contact. You wonder.
Or maybe she's cramping
Here,
up.
let's watch right here. Here. She's got it. And she, all of a sudden.
She cramped up.
Something, yeah.
But she's grabbing the calf. So.
Yeah. Well, with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left, another injury. This is obviously a hard-fought game with players going all at it, and injuries happening. But if you say this is a cramp up, it should be able to be worked right out. And
yeah, that's what it appeared, the way she grabbed the calf, and let's hope it's nothing more than that as well. I don't see him moving her foot to try to get that cramp out, so that concerns me. But
If they're just kind of talking to her, it'll probably help her off the field. And
oh yeah, he's rubbing the calf muscle right now.
well, 3-2 game, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Both teams talking up their plan, carrying a little rough off the field at this time.
Oh, that's-
They got another player needs to come in here.
and see behind the monitor there, they were carrying her off.
Yeah, they are carrying her off there. They're gonna have to put another player in here,
Well, again, let's hope that it's something very minor and she'll be up and walking, running here.
and here comes replacement onto the field. It's, number 22, Olivia Mosby, back into the game here. Okay, here comes the throw. Oh, Kent heads it up. Comes out. Armstrong's throw. Quickly down the field. Kugler, header back. Oh, it's got a little bit of back and forth here.
The centering pass so broken up by the Orioles, but not out of play.
Some good passing here by Armstrong.
A player
Pushing it
wide.
down the side wide. Yeah, number 32, Jessica Hanley
Well,
there.
she beats one defender, but Balfour was there to break it up. And Kent is there. She's trying to, nice give it, or pullback move, and sends it down the field for the Orioles. Rosa giving chase.
Okay, Kent, good control again. Pushing it down the defender.
Put it wide for Mosby.
Okay, Kent taking it herself down the sideline.
Just get it in the corner and use the clock. Oh,
Crosses it to the goalie. Goalie's rushing up quickly. Like waving for a throw, but going to take the big kick.
I thought maybe she would have taken it in the corner and tried to make them kick the ball out and use that clock. But
Well, when it gets down another minute down, then you can play with it. Otherwise, I think there's a little bit too much time on to really be careful. I see Krusel going to take that another long kick down the sideline.
Dobby defending.
Number 22 from Armstrong, Osborne gets by her.
Balfour gets it out to the corner, and it's a corner kick.
Corner kick for Armstrong.
2:15 remaining in regulation. 3-2, the Orioles in the lead, but Armstrong with a chance to tie it up.
Jordan Bloom taking the corner kick. And here comes the kick. Up in front of the goal. And St. Louis Park gets it out. Going out for an Armstrong throw.
St. Louis Park content to just clear it out of their zone.
Yeah, with less than 2 minutes. Might be able to break away here.
2-on-1, that's going to be an offside, I believe. Nope.
No call.
Rosa tried to put it by. The goalkeeper with another nice save. Aguado, now here's a long shot that's high and wide.
And here'll be a goal kick.
1:15 remaining in regulation. Here's another look at it. The goalkeeper got one hand on that save. Kept it out.
And we're back live. Long kick from Armstrong. Trying to run down the sideline here. Looks like it's going to go out. St. Louis Park throw.
Down to 52 seconds. The referee or the linesman signaling it's the other way.
And they're going to... Here's, look at that nice long throw from Rolls there. And kicking it out. They've got 30 seconds left.
Let's try to clear it.
Rolls with it. Rolls kicking towards the goal. Goalie's got it.
Massey does a nice job to come out and beat the attackers with the ball.
stopping the clock. A yellow card on Kent.
Yes.
Yellow card on Kent with 14.8 seconds left. Comes out of the game.
I didn't see what she did, and maybe it was
Maybe
language, maybe. That doesn't sound like her, but
here's the replay. And we got the ball. I don't see anything happening.
I don't either.
Balfour kicking it up, headed by Armstrong. Armstrong kicking it up, 6 seconds left.
That should do it. That will do it.
And a good
And there's
kick
the
out.
final buzzer. The Orioles make it a lot more, or should I say, the Armstrong Falcons made it a lot more exciting here in the last 20 minutes or so, as they scored 2 goals in just a little less than 2 minutes.
That's
and close that gap to 3-2. And give you a quick summary of it before we discuss the game here. Again, in the 3:55 of the first period, Kruger scored with the assist going to Annika Hansen. At 44:06, Alex Balfour went to home field all by herself on the unassisted goal to make it 2-0. Then in the second half, Jennison scored with the assist to Ruff, make it 3-0. And then it was Armstrong Falcons 67-18, Gallup scoring on a penalty shot. And then under 2 minutes later, in 69:03, number 22, Osborne from Hanley, make it 3-2. And then to end the excitement, 79:46, Ellie Kent with a yellow card for what we do not know. But a nice finish there for the Orioles to hold on. Ruff, I'm trying to see if she's in that group there of the Orioles on the field. Yeah, I see her walking now, so that's good to see.
Yep.
So she's healed also.
Yeah, definitely. All the injuries are not serious. Ready to move on. We just kind of wait for who do they play next.
Yep.
And, obviously they could have another home game.
Well, they do have another home game. So
what's that?
they will have another home game on Saturday.
Unless they're...
Oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. They're the highest seed. No, there could be number 2.
If they play
seed,
number 2, it would be away. So if they have a home game, they'd play the number 7 seeded team. So
right, my mistake. I would like to say for the Armstrong girls, the seniors, the goalkeeper Ana Aguado rather, also Sarah Hansen, and some of the other seniors are Molly Jager, Julia Osborne, and Alyssa Gallup. This is their last game of the season, and I wish them a lot of luck on their future endeavors. And maybe we'll see them in the Senior Classic game at wherever it's played this year. I think it's still at North St. Paul High School. For the Orioles, they will move on and play in the quarterfinals, or semifinals rather.
Yep, the semifinals, which will be Saturday.
Yep, and that will
afternoon.
be against the winner of the Washburn Southwest game. And as I was corrected, if Washburn wins, that will be at Washburn, I can't talk, at either 1 or 3, depending on what happens in the boys' game. Could be a doubleheader. If it's a solo game, it'll be at 3 o'clock. If it's doubleheader, the game will be at 1 o'clock. And we should have the results of that game at Washburn this evening, probably sometime during the boys' game here in the second half of this doubleheader.
St. Louis Park did play Washburn for the last game of the season. They lost that one 5-0, so Washburn is a darn tough team. I've heard that, I don't know if I've seen the rankings, but somebody was telling me it was Wayzata and Washburn the top of the rankings. So obviously we've got the 2 top teams in our section, so tough road to go, but anything can happen.
Yep, it is definitely a tough one. And Cheryl Peterson, the coach of Washburn, I know her very well, and she's an excellent coach. And we know Benji Kenner's an excellent coach, and you know it's a whole new season here in the playoffs. So 5-0, you know, give the Oriole a little incentive to play even harder, and Washburn could take them lightly. You never know. And anyway, That's where it is at the end of this game. A fabulous finish with St. Louis Park defeating Robbinsdale Armstrong by a score of 3-2. This is Ira Gerwitz along with Dale Tatarek, thanking you for watching here on Park TV 16. So long.